Hello, everybody. Welcome. Well, Kevin, after the Bruno Mars video, I was devastated. I should have paid closer attention because I actually have a pink blazer and a kind of straw Federer hat, and I was tempted, and well, just to prove, I was tempted to come put it on and wear it for the video, but I decided it was too quick a turnaround, and the joke would probably be lost and probably not the best way to start the meeting. So, having said that, I am super excited about this morning's presentation. I think it's something each and every one of you want to pay attention to. There are three significant changing trends which I believe will affect us all as business owners. And let me just switch you guys to gallery so I can see you all. Hello. A few new faces have popped on. But first, before we get into those trends, I believe that the reason why most business owners don't progress, Liam, is because they don't learn. And I can't remember who said in the intros this, but it's being a better business owner, figuring out, Ollie said, figuring out what you don't know. I think, said differently, most business owners who have been in business 10 years haven't actually been in business 10 years. Arthur, they've been in business 1 year, 10 times, i.e., I don't believe there's any foreground. You can't decide what to do now without background, context. So I think it's critical to review what's going on and reflect. And I know we do this every quarter, but for the new members, I've given you some questions on page 6 of the manual, and I'm going to throw you guys into breakout rooms to discuss it, Andy. So I hope you are with me. I'm going to put you into breakout rooms to discuss those answers to those questions. I'm curious to learn, A, from what went well and how we can replicate, do more of it, and B, what mistakes have been made. Just to create a context, be in the room. Most people, Lee, are just after the shiny new things. Well, we're going to get to some really exciting, Tamazin, shiny new stuff that we're going to discuss, we're going to talk about, that are going to create great insight. In fact, my session this morning and both the sessions this afternoon are really innovative and about new stuff. But first, I think it's a mark of ill discipline if people aren't willing to reflect about what's going on. So what I'd like you to do is, Andy, in a second, I want you to throw them into the breakout rooms. And really, I want you to discuss, we'll just do a 10-minute chat on the questions on page number 9. I'll put the link right at the start of the chat, but I will share it on the screen as well. These are the questions that I would like you to answer, please. These nine questions I want you to discuss in your breakout rooms. So with that said, unless there's any burning questions, Andy, can we put the people in the relevant breakout rooms? Very good. Enjoy. See you in 10 minutes. Morning, Laura. You're still here. No, not been aside.
Am I in your breakout room?
You should be.
I'm going to quickly say hi to Laura, just because we're both here, not doing our breakout rooms.
All right, I'm sure Andy will pick you up in a second. Oh, can you just all stare at each other awkwardly for the first exercise in the day?
Hi Dan, it's Eliza.
Hi, Eliza.
I work with Paul, so I manage one of his studios.
Oh, hello. I wasn't sure where to place it, but I was hoping to figure it out at some point over today. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. It says I need to join a room, so am I clicking that and going through?
Yeah. Click okay. That and go and chat awesome. Away.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm sure Andy will be sorting out the kinks as we go. Morning, Emma. And morning, Sarah.
I got one.
There you go. Enjoy. Is this a Sarah Rob, is this a little bit like PE lessons at school? You know,
The last one's picked.
I'm used to being the little fatty in the corner left alone. That was about right. That was about right.
well, I suppose while you're waiting, in case he doesn't pick you up, I mean, you guys may as well get started discussing it here. So yeah,
True. Is Marcus still here as well?
he is. His camera's wobbling, so I think I'll sit down.
Oh,
So yeah,
yeah.
you guys might as well just start discussing. I'm going to go off camera while preparing for the next bit.
Okay, cool.
Who we
Right.
got? Hey, Sarah. I'm
Hi.
Rob. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. If you can hear someone in the background, that's Alison.
Oh,
She's in a breakout room.
Okay, I've just been sent to another breakout room. I might see you
okay.
on the other side.
All right, good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
I won't leave you alone, Sarah. Oh, you gone? Good. Morning, Lisa. I'm on a phone call, but I'm sure Andy will take care of you in a second. back. Okay. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. So I'd love to get a few samples if anybody's willing to participate this early in the morning. Looking in nobody's direction in particular, Ashley or Jacqueline. I love a few shares. There's few enough of us that I dare say I'll just either unmute yourself or I'll just pick on you and get you to speak. Go on, Ashley. You know you want. Oh no, Georgia's got a hand up. Georgia had a hand up. So Georgia, you're front of the queue. Unmute yourself, Georgia. Tell us what's been working well. What have you learned in the last quarter?
Thank you, Dan. So this was a really good exercise, and actually there were loads of positives to reflect on. And it's been a mental year, but my one word was brilliant. So I was really happy about that, and some really, really big shifts. I would say probably in every aspect of the business, from hiring to changing the way we do sales to I created a mini course. We've never had any kind of one-to-many service before, all of that kind of thing. So and then something that I've been doing more of that I hadn't realised probably the full impact of until doing this is like a health focus. So working out with a trainer, thanks to Paul Laslett, thank you, Paul, a couple of times a week, and just making loads of progress there, and the effect that's been having on my energy levels. I've given up drinking alcohol altogether, and I don't know if I would have been able to bring what I've been bringing to my business without all this energy that I've been kind of, I suppose, generating. One thing this made me realise is I need to take that to another step further and introduce a mindset practice into my days. So I'm really open to ideas from anyone who does something like that at the moment.
Good, I love it. Thanks, Georgia. Great job. Well done. I like it. Who else would like to share? Go ahead, Ashley.
Morning, everyone. So yeah, had a really good quarter last quarter. So as you know, Dan, I changed the model, the business model in June when I first started. So where we used to make our margin on delivery of products for the projects we deliver, I shifted that into more of a consultancy. So the biggest win is certainly I've took gross margins from about 30% up to averaging about 90% over the past 3 quarters. Now, the 2 quarters previous, revenue wasn't high enough really for that to have an impact, but this last quarter's we've done over doubled in revenue, so that's and kept that margin. So that's been definitely the biggest win. But the more important one, I think, for me is just seeing this model come through, from the past sort of 9 months' work and the momentum that we're building. I've lost a key member of the team through relocating up to Scotland, but we've hired another 2, which are starting over the next few weeks. So yeah, it's got some nice momentum building, and it's just good. It's good to see the fruit starting to come through from really the work that's been put in since last June through lockdown.
Fantastic. Yeah, I know it's been a tricky period for you for a variety of reasons, but good job, Ashley. I like that very much. Okay. Very good. And we've got time for one more. Who else would like to share? She's not going to hand up, but I know she wants to. Go for it, Jacqueline.
I have to unmute myself first. No, I know. So I'm trying to click it and didn't want to do it. I think really looking at the biggest wins last year was really focusing on retention. Actually, something that Ian Morgan and I were discussing in our breakout room together. Retention has been really, really key. And actually, I think Kev Foley was saying the same thing. Focus on what you've currently got. And also actually not continuing with clients who are difficult or don't give you what you need, or too time consuming. And I think the other thing, a big win, and this could answer many questions throughout actually, are outsourcing, delegating, expand the team. So that whole thing that you say, Dan, about, you know, working in the business, on the business, you know, giving that space. So actually my last call with Kevin a couple of weeks back, I said to him, I said, it's been a bit weird because I've got time now. And I'm now not quite sure what to do with it because I've normally so heavily scheduled everything I'm doing. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this time. So it's now focusing on that. So the thing I need to do more of is getting organized to maybe have strategic time, really have that strategic thinking time and get it better put in the diary. Because I would do it in ways like when I was in the car or on the way to the gym, which I'm not doing at the moment as well. You kind of use it in that way. So it's really trying to make sure and actually be really key about when that time is.
Fantastic. Very nice. I like it, guys. Well done. Thank you, Jacqueline. So good quarter, everybody. So normally what we do now in these sessions, but we're going to do a little bit differently this time, is normally we go through the key metrics. Guys, just give me a thumbs up because I'm operating on dual monitors today. Can you see the PDF, the Fast Track Business Health Assessment? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Yep, good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so normally we go through a key to kind of tracking your variety of different metrics over time, and we also do the business profit maximization scorecard. And the URL is still there for the new members who've not done it before. It's worthwhile, but I'm going to defer that right now because tomorrow we're going to show you we're piloting a new bit of software that we've been developing to keep all your kind of consolidate all your financial and business data, business valuation score, etc. in one place for you to track it and it to be plotted and graphed so you can see the trends over time, which is something I'm really excited about, and I think is going to be extremely beneficial for everybody here because it gives a real nice visual to the tracking of your data and metrics because we were pulling our hair out, frankly, trying to consolidate everybody's metrics to make sure to see how you're doing. Because, you know, even just in this meeting alone, the mastermind members go from six-figure revenues, kind of low to mid six-figure revenues, all the way up to, on this call, I think 50 million. We did have, in private mastermind, before this meeting, we had, went up to about 30 million in annual revenues, but now we're up to 50 million. And so there's all different shapes and sizes. But the point that Kev alluded to earlier, that I'll touch in more depth tomorrow, is we want to have a real closer analysis as to what's going on with the metrics and the numbers and the growth rates. For example, we've had one more member of our group join the illustrious seven-figure profit club, which makes up 0.3% of limited companies in the UK in the last quarter. And the general trend is upwards. So we want to make sure we're doing a good job for you. So all that's coming. So we're not going to dive into the specific metrics right now in this session. We'll kind of touch back on that more tomorrow, but that doesn't give you a free pass, Sarah. We still want your metrics and still want your data. We're just not dedicating as much time at this point in the session. So with all that said, let's get into my first presentation of the 2 days. So Andy, I'm making a marker for you because I want to cut out this video separately. So there you go. There's your timestamp. And